Say Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai, Kahal La Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who rule well at Great Millstone, and a blessed salutation to the Akiums in the four corners of the earth who pushing the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom. This evening will come the next lesson to feed the elect of the nation of Israel, the 144,000 and the 1/3 men and the children, and the confusion and faceless kept in the four corners of the earth. Right, this evening I just want to touch on 3 articles, and just brush through to show you how Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai opened up his armory, right? His weapon of his indignation, right? You see these nations coming out with and showing off the nuclear weapon, and how powerful and how devastating these weapon is, right? This how the Most High, open up his armory, right? It's just a matter of time when these missiles gonna start shooting, right? So just want to get into these articles, and I'm gonna bring out some scriptures, to edify the church of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right? This article is right. This is the trumpet. Right, the trumpet, and this article came out 21st of February 2018. Right, it said China weaponizing isotope that could dramatically worsen in nuclear war. Right, and this war that we are heading into, which is the World War III. It is a nuclear war. Right, this is a nuclear war. It said the future of the nuclear warhead is becoming far more destructive. The Chinese Academy of Science announced last week that state-backed researcher of the facility of Lanzhou has successfully fired superheated beam of tantalum 181. He said tantalum 181 is a radioactive isotope that could be added to nuclear warhead to increase their devastating fallout. He said this news from a Chinese city that many Westerners have likely never heard of has sobering implication for every person alive. Right? They say adding tantalum 181 to a warhead could theoretically produce a salted nuclear bomb. They say after causing extreme damage with the initial explosion, a salted bomb could release a cloud of radioactive isotope that spread over a far larger area than those of an ordinary nuclear bomb. So this bomb is a destructive bomb, you understand? And this is where the Mohab coming out with, right? They even have an AI submarine. With this AI submarine even think for itself, right? China even have missiles that hit any part of the world, right? With France, Britain, US, and Russia, right? So this bomb is a bomb could do a lot of damage with the isotope, right? It's such bomb are named after a practice from the Middle Age, which is a victorious power. It says spread salt on conquering lands. The practice often symbolized the desire of the victor to completely eradicate its enemy, ability to rebel and to regrow after the war. So this is what the Most High preparing his weapon for, to destroy destroy America, Babylon the Great. Because it said this missile hitting is nothing to rebuild or grow after war. And the current scripture, America gonna be what? A desolate, right? Inhabited. Right? So the Most High opened up his armory. Why I think this nation parading nuclear power through the streets, right? and sending threat to each other. Right? All this is of the Most High. The Most High is a man of war. Right? Let me get it quick. Yahweh is a man of war. Right? So this is Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai doing all of this. Right? This is Exodus. All right. This is Exodus. This is Exodus chapter 15, verse 3. He said, the Lord Yahweh. They said the Lord is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. So the Lord Yahweh is a man of war. Right? So the Most High doing all of this. This is Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. He said, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garment rolleth in blood. So in the ancient time was sword, spear, right? Shield, confused noise, and garment rolling in blood. But this war is what? A nuclear war, right? With missile, ICBM missiles, right? He said, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. This shall be with burning and fuel of fire, which is World War III, right? Which is World War III. This is a Revelation, right? Let me get that. Right? This is World War III. Burning and fuel of fire. That's why the scripture actually mentioned the second death as well, with fire, right? So when the Most High open the armouries, that is fire, right? This is Revelation. This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 14. He said the second war is past, which is World War II, and behold, the third war cometh quickly, and we are already in World War III. Right, we seen all these war building up in the land of Syria, right? Syria, you see what's going on in Syria with Turkey, you know, Turkey fighting against the Kurdish, you know. So we seen America still inside it, Russia got the people inside it too. So we seen what's going on, right? This war, the war of fire, right? So the Most High have opened up his armory. So going back to this article. Right? It said the purpose of a salted nuclear weapon is to spread deadly fallout as broadly as possible. He said contaminating huge area and rendering them uninhabitable. Right? So that's what happened to the land of America. When these missiles hit, nothing not gonna grow there, nothing not gonna be there, but those desert creatures gonna dwell there. Right, and this is exactly what's gonna happen to America. So this is the missile that this is the kind of weapon that China have in the possession right now, right? This is the kind of weapon, right? It said if enough of these devices were detonated, the radioactive cloud could merge together, making the effect exponentially worse, right? He said doomsday device, right? So even Esau was blessed with his sword. This gonna also be Esau curse. Got Esau blessing and torrent of curse, right? Because these other nations have what? Esau blessing in the hand. Got Esau blessing his sword. So they're gonna destroy him with his own sword, right? Matter of fact, is the Most High who can destroy this devil, right? It's the concept of a salted bomb was first suggested early in the Cold War by Hungarian American atomic scientist Leo Slazor, which is an Edomite, right? The Most High said he created the Smith, right? The Most High said he created the Smith. And read back on the top, he said the concept of a salted bomb was first suggested early in the Cold War by Hungarian American atomic scientist Leo Slazor. He called it a doomsday device because it was capable of killing everyone on earth, right? So the Most High said he created the Smith, right? The Most High said he's who created the Smith, right? So this is the kind of weapon that these Chinese dealing with, you know, Moab, right? Russia got two, Satan 1 and Satan 2. These ICBM destroying continent, destroying nation, right? This how powerful is these weapons, right? This Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 25. He said, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai had opened his armory and had brought forth the weapon of his indignation. So this weapon is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai indignation, right? This is where Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai can use to destroy America, right? Destroy Israel, and certain part of these nations gonna be destroyed too, right? This is the weapons of the Most High. Also, the chariots of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua can send laser to these places to destroy them too, right? Jeremiah 15:25, he said, the Lord had opened his armory and had brought forth the weapon of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, power of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans, right? The land of the Chaldeans. Who's the Chaldeans today? The banking family. They are the upper class. They are the warlocks and the witches. They are the Chaldeans, right? Most are gonna destroy your kingdom, right? So these weapons is the weapons Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua indignation, right? It's right. He says, some have said, back to the article, he says, some have said salted bomb should not be categorized as weapon of mass destruction because they are actually weapon of total destruction. And this with this ICBM missile gonna do, total annihilate the land of America, gonna be destroyed. Israel gonna be destroyed too, because the land need to cleanse. You know, there are pink city day and all kind of abomination in the land of Israel. So Israel gonna be hit too. But those missiles, they gonna be hit too, because the land got to cleanse, and fire is a purified cleansing agent, right? So that's why the Most High see come to send fire. The second that is fire. The first that was with water, right? So that's why you see all these nations now coming out. India have over 100 and something nuclear missile. Pakistan, all these nations got nuclear missile. Iran, Syria, that's Iran, right? Russia, France, Turkey, England, right? Even America allies gonna turn and shoot too, and they're gonna shoot missile at this bitch too, right? Right. So these weapons are the Most High indignation, which is his righteous anger, righteous judgment, right? Let me continue. It's right. It's a Slazer, which is the scientist, right, did not publicize the salted bomb concept as a serious proposal, but to warn the world that it would soon be possible to construct weapons that could wipe out mankind, right? So the Most High who create these missiles, right? Let me get this in quick, right? To wipe out mankind, because you know everything on the side of America gonna die except the elect who gonna be delivered. Everything else gonna be burned up, right? Gonna be burned up. So billions of people, you know, gonna die, right? They're gonna die. So they're gonna die in the race war. They're gonna die in the famine. They're gonna die when with all these pestilence, right? They're gonna die when the missiles them hit. They can die in World War III. So there's a lot of people gonna die. I can't give you a number, but there's a lot of people, billions of people gonna die, because a small remnant gonna be delivered, right? And the small remnant are Israelites. And you are the Edomites who survive in these other lands, because nothing in America not gonna survive. When the Most High beam up the elect out of the land, nothing in the land who left on the ground not gonna survive. So you are the heathens who scatter in the other parts of the world, you know, who survive. We gonna run the elect of the nation of Israel, gonna run y'all and put y'all in chain, and y'all gonna be the first crop of slaves, starting with the banking family, right? The Rothschilds, the Rockefeller, right? So this will be going into doomsday, right? Doomsday. This is is Isaiah, right? This is Isaiah chapter 54, verse 16. It said, behold, I have created the smith. So the Most High say he created the smith. The smith today was scientist, right? The Most High say he created the smith. So that's a Leo Slizar. The Most High created he, right? Because he's a scientist. They make what? They make ICBM missiles. So the Most High created the scientist, right? He said, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth the instrument of his work, and have created the waster to destroy. So Yahweh Bashem Yahushua created those missiles to destroy, right? The Edom might call it Doomsday missile, right? It's a dope in the missile, right? We could wipe out mankind, as it says, right? So is Yahweh Bashem Yahushua create those missiles, right? He is he who gave the scientists the technology to build those missiles, right? Right? You say go back to the article. He said the Chinese. Let me see if it's starting back on the right way. No, he says Slizar did not popularize the salted bomb concept as a serious proposal, but to warn the world that it would soon be possible to construct weapons that could wipe out mankind. He said during a February 1950 NBC radio broadcast about salted bombs, he expressed that destructive ability of these theoretical weapons by asking who would want to kill everyone on earth, right? The so-called white man, if you get a chance, he's the average of death, right? You understand? He's the average of death, but Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is the terrorist. He's the Lord of terrorists, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua saved 8 souls alone and killed everyone else, right? Says Yahweh Bashem Yahushua ready to clean this place up, right? Because the earth defiled by blood, and by his blood who shedded blood, that's how the earth is cleansed too. And also fire is a purifying agent that can cleanse the earth, that can cleanse the water, it can cleanse the atmosphere too. So it's Yahweh Bashem Yahushua coming back to kill a lot of people, right? A lot of people, as we say in Isaiah 66 and 15, right? Coming back to kill a lot of people. The slave of the Lord shall be many, right? This is Isaiah chapter 65 verse 16. He said, for behold, the Lord Yahushua will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to rend his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flame of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord Yahushua plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord Yahushua shall be many, right? And this is what will happen, right? This is what will happen to a lot of people out here. They're going to die, right? They're going to die because they ain't right. Especially 2/3 of our people are going to die. They ain't right. They don't want to get right. They just want to be on the comment boards scarfing, right? They don't want to get right. Right? Back to the article. He said the Chinese Academy of Science has acknowledged its project in Lanzhou, right? In Lanzhou has direct military application, saying the research is an effort to meet the criteria strategics demand of Chinese national defense. He said Chinese leadership has no desire to wipe out all human life on the planet, but in recent years, Beijing has focused on boosting the power of its nuclear arsenal, and has said it seeks to attain a high degree of nuclear deterrence with a comparatively small number of weapons. Developing salted bomb would rapidly advance that strategy, right? So this is with Chinese heading to, right, to develop the weaponry, right? You understand? So the salted bomb, it can wipe out It can wipe out the whole nation, right? It can wipe out. They say it can wipe out all mankind, you know. So this is the kind of weapon these nations have. And China was once a weak nation because where they used to put the permanent hook into mostly agriculture. Now they're putting it into weapon, right? So let me get at this is right, these weak nations saying they're strong now, right? This is Joel, right? This is Joel chapter 3, verse 9. He said, proclaim he this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. He said, beat your plowshare into swords, and your permanent hook into spear. Let the weak say I'm strong. Let the weak say I'm strong. So they're using the plowshare and the permanent hook, which go back into the agriculture. They're putting it into an ICBM missile, right? Weapons of mass destruction, right? This is what they're putting it into, right? Weapon of mass destruction. So these nation preparing, you know, to preparing for that war, right? The Most High open up his armory. It's just time these missiles for these missiles to fly, right? Let me touch this next article, right? Right. You know, but you know Moab, Moab proud. You know, the Most High say he can destroy Moab. He can make it as Saddam. He make Moab as Saddam and Ammon as Gomorrah. You know, the Most High can destroy these Chinese too, right? They can be destroyed too because they're proud, you know, and they fight against us too. You know, they are one of our enemy too, alongside the so-called white man. You know, the so-called Africans. You know, they are our enemies. You know, these nations are our enemies. You know, right? This is the next article from Daily Star, right? It said China to unleash AI nuclear submarine to destroy continents without human control. So China have a submarine. We don't need no human to drive it. It's an AI, artificial intelligence, right? This is the kind of technology the Most High give to these scientists, you know, because the Most High indignation in these missiles, right? It's an artificial intelligence nuclear submarine that had its own thoughts. So this submarine have its own thoughts, right? This is the kind of weapon the kind of weapon Moab have, right? And could launch attack without human oversight. Is being developed by China. So it's being developed by China, right? It said China is working on a revolutionary new submarine that is expected to blaze a trail for the use of AI technology. He said for military purpose. He said a researcher close to the project has revealed. He said nuclear submarine with enormous power of destruction are being installed with AI system with their own thoughts. The researcher, who did not wish to be named, said. He said the AI will allow Chinese submarine with enough nuclear arsenal to destroy continent. He said to think and to make decisions independently of human commanders. Right? He said the researcher said the brain of the current submarine is actually quite small, but with the power of AI, warfare could be waged with machine in like precision, right? He's a commanding naval officer, and the 100 to 300 strong crew would be required to do minimal work during the deployment at sea. The researcher said. He said the project would give China large navy and extraordinary advantage over enemies, rendering most of Donald Trump's submarine redundant in comparison. He said nuclear submarine built with AI technology and landmark innovation have never been developed by Chinese military. The AI system, which mimic the human brain, can crunch large amount of data to acquire knowledge, improve skill, and develop new strategy without human invention. So this is the kind of technology Mohab dealing with right now, right? He said the AI could detonate threat, detect Salaki. The AI could detect threat from enemy submarine more quickly than human operator. So this submarine could detect its own enemy, right? Know when the enemy is about, when the enemy close by. They could do that, right? What the military cares more about is not fancy future. The researcher said, describing the project. He said what they care most is the thing does not screw up amid the heat of a battle. He said the race to create submarine with advanced AI technology was commented on by the U.S. military researcher last year, right? So this is with this if this they got an AI submarine what could detect its own enemy. So you know this shooting nuclear missile, ICBM missile coming from this AI AI submarine. You understand? This is what's going on here, right? He said Joe Marino, CEO of Right Solution, a defense firm supporting the U.S. Navy, said China AI submarine program could seriously undermine U.S. power, right? So these weak nations, hey, they're saying they're strong now. You understand? These weak nations saying they're strong. So this, you know me, this is why the most I say, you know, he sent a fire who can, you know, who can let me get today, you know, right? So this is 2nd Ezra 16, right? Right. It said 2 witnesses, Shalom Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Yahushai Brakatam, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Brakatam, GMST is strong, Shalom Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Brakakodash, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Yahushai Brakakodash. Shalom to the arms, you know, on the comment board. Yeah. It's this is 2nd Ezra chapter 16. Right. It's this is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 verse 1. He said, woe be unto Babylon. He said, woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia, woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Right? He said, gird up yourself with cloth of sack, and hear and bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. So you Babylon, your destruction at hand, right? You so called white people, your destruction at hand, right? And it's soon, right? Right now the Mosai putting the chess move the chess move into place, right? It's soon, right? It's verse 3, he said, a sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? So these nations preparing to destroy America, right? These nations preparing to destroy America, right? He said verse 4, he said, fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Right? He said, fire is sent among you, and who shall quench it? Look at these kind of technology these nations have, right? Look at this technology, right? So the Most High see send a fire among Babylon, and who could quench it, right? Not one could quench the fire, right? You understand? Not one. It's let me go back into this article, right? Back in the article, he said, without matching other country advance in AI submarine technology, he said, our CO, commanding officer, would be fighting an opponent who could make faster, more informed and better decision. He wrote in an article on the subject, right? He said, combined with the undersea technology advancement by nearby, he said competitors such as Russia and China are in areas such as sealing. He said senior weapon, the cognitive advantage could threaten U.S. undersea dominance. And this is Russia and China threatening U.S. undersea dominance. So these weak nations saying they're strong now. You know, once the U.S. used to dominate under the sea, now they got to deal with Russia and China undersea dominance, right? That's what they got to deal with now, right? You understand? That's what they got to deal with. So these nations strong, right? I'll go to this next article, right? In this next article, it's right. This is the New York Times, right? And this article came out February 7, 2018. It said only 5 nations can hit any place on Earth with a missile for now. So only 5, right? That's what it say, right? It said Russia, United States, it said China, Britain, and France, right? These is the 5 that can hit any place on Earth right now, right? And this will say, it said North Korea has dramatically increased the range of its missile. In tests last year, the nation showed that it could probably strike the U.S. state. So Korea will soon be on the list, right? Korea will soon be on the list, right? This is Isaiah, right? Get this quick, Isaiah 13, right? Isaiah. This is Isaiah chapter 13. I start from verse 4. He said, "The noise of the multitude in the mountain, like of a great people, a tumultuous noise of kingdoms, of nations gathering together. The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai of hosts mustered the host of the battle." Right? They come from a far country. Who they? The ICBM missile. This is speaking about the ICBM missile. He said they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. So the Most High give these nations this technology, right? So when these nations send the missile from where it is, it going straight to America, straight to Israel, right? This place is gonna be wiped off. You know, America gonna be wiped off the face of the map. Israel gonna be burned in fire to cleanse the land, because before the Most High take back the children of Israel to the land, the Most High gotta cleanse the land filthy, right? So this ICBM missile coming from a far place, right? Mean from these other nation, right? This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 13. He said, "For strong is the right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrow that he shoot are sharp, and shall not miss, when they begin to be shot into the end of the world." So these missiles coming from the end of the world, right? These missiles coming from a far place, and this is the technology that these nations have, right? Even France and Britain, they can shoot missiles. They can shoot missiles at America too, right? They can turn around and shoot missiles at America too, because it's already written. This is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai movie. These scripts is what right now. So these scripts are already written. So France and Britain and all these EU nations, they're gonna shoot missiles at this bitch too, right? They're gonna shoot missiles at this bitch too, right? So the missile was created to destroy who? Destroy the so-called white man kingdom, right? Destroy rulership. These were the missiles that created for to destroy his rulership, right? This is Isaiah, right? Get some missile scriptures, Right? This is Isaiah chapter 5 verse 27. He said, none shall be weary nor stumble among them, none shall stumble nor sleep, neither shall they girdle, neither shall the girdle of their loins be loose, nor the latchet of their shoes be broken, whose arrow are sharp. Says, speaking of the body missiles, whose arrow are sharp, right? It says, whose arrow are sharp, and all their bows bend, their horses' hoof shall be counted like flint. You know, the mounted, you know, speed. You see this, the fire like the splint. You know, you see the splint, right? He said, and their wheels like the whirlwind, right? He said, their rowing shall be like a lion. They shall row like young lions. Yea, they shall row and lay hold on the prey, and shall carry it away safe, and none shall deliver it. So these how these missiles gonna be coming, right? This is how these missiles gonna be coming to destroy Babylon. So the Most High open up his armory, and the Most High is who create those missiles, right? The Most High is who create those missiles. You understand? So this is exactly what we're going to Babylon, right? So let's go into some of these missile scriptures, right? This is Joel, right? This is exactly what happened to Babylon, right? This is Joel chapter 2, right? Right. This is Joel. Okay. Right. This is Joel chapter 2, verse 1. He said, blow he the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. He said, let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord Yahweh shall cometh. He said, for it cometh nigh at hand, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of cloud and thick darkness. He said, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, they had not so ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the year of many generations. So this strong people speaking about the ICBM missile, right? And I got precept to back it up, because it's speaking about the ICBM missile. So I'm gonna precept to back it up, right? This is Jeremiah, right? The strong people speaking about the ICBM missile, right? This is Jeremiah, Jeremiah 50, right? This is Jeremiah 50 and 9. He said, for lo, I will rise and cause to come up against Babylon, which is America, right? And he said, an assembly of great nations, right? From the north country, right? It's going with Russia from the north country, right? He said, and they shall set themselves in array, right? So if Russia is from the north country, Russia allies gonna be with she too, which is Syria, Iran, right? They gonna be the Ethiopia, Turkey, right? He said, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From hence she shall be taken. The arrows, which is the ICBM missile, the arrows shall be as of a mighty export man. So in Joel chapter 2 verse 2, they said the great people was speaking about the missile, right? It said the arrow shall be of a mighty expert man, and none shall return in vain. And none shall return in vain. Destroy, right? Total annihilation, right? These missiles come to destroy, right? That's why you see all these nations coming out, you know, and showing out the missile. Because this war is the Armageddon, which is the nuclear war. And after this nation destroy America, you know, when Yahweh crack the sky, these nations can turn to fight Yahweh too, right? They can turn to fight Yahweh too, and they can be destroyed. Yahweh and the holy angel, you know, they can be destroyed, right? This is I get this one here, this, right? Yahushua see come to send fire. Right? This is Luke chapter 12 verse 49. He said, I am come to send fire on the earth. On the earth, come to send fire on the earth. Because this earth got to be cleansed too. People got to be judged. And salvation for the elect of the nation of Israel. The 144,000, the one-third men, women, and children. Right? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, and the confusion of faces. Right? The elect going to be delivered, and destruction to the enemies and to our people who refuse to turn back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? So he said this, Luke 12 and 49. He said, I am come to send fire on earth, and what will I if it already be kindled? So the fire already be kindled. Right? The fire done kindled already. Right? So these missiles be praying to destroy the so-called white man kingdom, and also to cleanse the earth, cleanse the atmosphere, cleanse the water, right? Yeah, to cleanse the atmosphere, cleanse the water, cleanse the land from all the pollution of this devil pollute the earth, right? This is Revelation, right? This is Revelation chapter 9. Revelation chapter 9 verse 15. He said, and the fourth angel were loose, which were prepared for an hour, and a day, and a month, and a year, for to slay the third part of men. The third part of men, right? So they got the third part of men, speaking about what? The Edomites, right? Edomites gonna be slain, right? 2/3 of people gonna be slain. When I take the RFID chip, they're gonna be slain too with the Edomite. Do hand join the hand, you know. The wicked shall not be unpunished. So when they want to join with the wicked, they can get the same judgment as the wicked, right? And the wicked is these other nation, right? The wicked is that nation. They got the sons of God, which is the Israelites, and then they got the sons of men, which is the other nation, and they have the sons of the wicked, which is the so-called white race. They are the sons of the wicked, right? He said, verse 16. He said, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I hear the number of them. So this is missile. These horsemen is missile. Horse represent power, right? Horsepower. So this is the missile, which is 200 million missile. This is the missile. ICBM missile gonna destroy the land of America, right? They're gonna be destroyed, right? If you look at all the great kingdoms that fall before, right? The Babylonian, right? The kingdom fall. The Median Persian Empire, they fall. The Greek Empire, they fall. The Roman Empire, they fall. Right? The Roman Empire fall. Now we're in the second leg of the Roman Empire, and that's gonna fall too, because it was written. Right? It was written and it can fall. Right? Thus said the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? He said, and thus I saw the horses in the vision. So when John the Revealer was seeing this vision, these missiles look like horses. Speed, power, right? He said, and them that sat on them have the breastplate of fire, right? The warheads. He said of jasper and brimstone, and the heads of the horse were as the heads of lion, right? When the warhead, they send the warhead open for the missile, all kind of is be coming out, you know, when the warhead busts open, right? He said, and out of their mouth issue fire and smoke and brimstone. So these is the missiles, right? This is the missile that, you know, gonna destroy the so-called white man kingdom. He said, but these three, he said by these three were the third part of men killed. So the third part of men, you know, like I say, 2/3 of people gonna get caught up in this destruction. The sons of men, which is the other heathen nation, gonna be caught up in this destruction. And you Edomites, you so-called white people, right? You're gonna be destroyed, right? You people, like everything that in America that except the elect gonna get beamed up, but everything else on the side gonna be total wipeout. They're gonna cook. You ever see the Sarah Connor movie? It's exactly what's gonna happen to them. They're gonna cook, right? They're gonna cook. Because this is the judgment of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Because what it do? You know, they lay hands on the so-called Negroes, Latins, and Native American Indian. So they're gonna cook. And there's the judgment of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? There's the judgment, right? Right? This is let me get this say quick. This is Zechariah. Right, so these the most I open up the armory, you know, all these nuclear missiles, right? Prepared to destroy the wicked. Right, this is Zechariah chapter 40 verse 12, and this shall be the plagues wherewith the Lord Yahweh shall smite all the people that fought against Jerusalem. Jerusalem is a people before a place. Jerusalem is you so-called Negroes, Latins, and Native American Indian. Right? He said, their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. Right? They're gonna burn. Right? Most are gonna burn these people up. Right? This is exactly how Hashem Yahushai gonna do. You know, gonna burn these people up. Right? This is Revelation chapter 17 verse 16. He said, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. The 10 horns go back to the EU, right? The EU, which is the ally, America ally. The whore is America, right? The EU is an ally to what? NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, right? So the own ally is gonna turn on them, right? He said, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. How they gonna burn she with fire? Them ICBM missile. That's how they gonna burn Babylon with fire, right? With those ICBM missile, right? So that's how Babylon gonna be burned, right? With those ICBM missile, right? So the Mosai, the Mosai open up his armory, right? And bring out the weapon of his indignation. This we see in this nation portraying through the street, and being proud. This nation being proud, with the weapons, right? So the Mosai gonna burn up the wicked, right? The Mosai gonna burn up the wicked. Let me get the same precept is this is Jeremiah. Alright, this is Jeremiah. Jeremiah 50. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse start from verse 30. He said, because of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Every one that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all our plagues. So how Babylon gonna be desolate? By those missiles. That's how Babylon gonna be desolate, right? Verse 14, put yourself in array against Babylon, which is America, round and about, all he that bend the bow. So all these nations got nuclear missile. The Mosai said, no what? Put yourself in array against Babylon, all he that bend the bow. All these nations got nuclear missile gonna shoot at America. Cause you see China have North Korea, India, Pakistan, Iran, Syria, Turkey, Russia, right? France, Italy, Germany, you name it. These nations have ICBM missile. So the Mosai said, put yourself in array against who? Babylon, which is America. So these nations gonna surround themselves, arm themselves, and they're gonna shoot the missile. Because Yahweh Hashem Yahushai control our spirit. So when he said go, is go. Right? Jeremiah 50 and 14, he said, put yourself in array against Babylon, round and about, all he that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrow, for she had sinned against the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Sin against the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. America, these Edomites break every law, right? And these Edomites proud, right? They're proud. So you sin against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua, even putting your hand on the Israelites, and you heathens for the affliction, right? You had no pity on the ancient. You had our grandfather, our great grandfather, our grandmother working your cotton field. You show them no mercy, right? So no mercy not gonna show on you, devil, right? And you shed the blood of the children of Israel, right? Verse 15, he says, shoot against her round about. She had given her hands, her foundation are fallen, her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Take vengeance upon her, as she had done, do unto her. So whatever you do, the Most High say, yo, do unto that bitch, right? The Most High said, do unto that bitch, right? Jump down to verse 29, right? He said, call together the archer against Babylon, right? All he that bend the bow, camp against it round and about. So all these nations, the Most High say, hey, come together, you know, against Babylon, right? You understand? Bend your bow, get ready. When somebody bend the bow, it's to get ready to shoot. Once the bow bend, it's to get ready to shoot, right? This Jeremiah 15:29, call together the archer against Babylon, all he that bend the bow, camp against it round and about. Let none therefore escape. Let none therefore escape. Shoot every bit. Right? He said, recompense her according to her works. Recompense her according to her works. So, yo, when you check Babylon track record, your works filthy. Right? Because this is an unrighteous world. So when you check Babylon track record, your works filthy. Everything that you get, you steal. Right? You murder, you rape, you confuse the nations. You know, this way you do. So the Most High say, whatever you do, recompense ye. Right? He said, let none therefore escape. Recompense her according to her works, according to all that she had done, do unto her. Right? You drop the first bomb on Moab. Right? The atomic bomb, you drop the bomb on Moab. Right now today, nothing don't grow there. Right? Yeah. Recently you bombed Syria. I think it's 50 something. Can't remember exactly. I think it's 50 something, you know. You drop a bomb. The mother, you drop a bomb in I think it's Afghanistan the other day. So you check your track record. Anywhere you go is death and destruction. So the Most High said, what you do unto you, right? That is a righteous recompense. That is a righteous recompense on you devils, right? So you devils far from safety. You devil have no way to turn to, and your sword cannot save you. Your sword that Yahweh shall bless you with is your curse. Your sword is your curse, because you live by the sword. You hear the scripture say, he that live by the sword shall die by the sword. And you devils live by the sword. That's why you devils gonna die by the sword. So the Most High open up his armoury right now to destroy you devils, right? So his children is far from safety. Right, let me get a precept quick. This is Job, right? This is Job chapter 5 verse 4. He says his children are far from safety, and they are coarse in the gate. They are coarse. That's why you look like how you look, right? You have no melanin in your skin, right? You're leprous, right? Wasted the way is he, and you're red, you're white, because white means righteous or pure. You don't fit none of those categories. You are the devil that the Bible speaks of, right? So he said, Job 5 and 4, he said, his children are far from safety. They are coarse in the gate. Neither is there any to deliver them. So there's nobody to deliver you, Esau. You're not going to be delivered, right? And you Rothschilds who survive, right? The men, the Lord, the elect, the hunters, going to get you and put you in chain, and we're going to lock you away in prison, right? It's This is back in Jeremiah 50 and 29. He said, call together the archer against Babylon, all he that bend the bow, camp against it round and about. Let none therefore escape. Recompense her according to her works, according to all that she had done, do unto her. For she had been proud against the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, against the Holy One of Israel. So you never been proud against Yahweh Yahushai, right? You never been proud, right? So this is why the nation, the Most High give this nation this technology to build these devastating missiles. They destroy, the waste to destroy, right? It's the Most High give the Russians the technology. They give China, North Korea, Turkey, all these nations that got ICBM missile. Is the Most High give them it too. That's why your blessing is your curse, because you live by the sword. That's how you live. So there's gonna be a destruction, right? Because you live by the sword, right? You live by the sword. And like I say, the man, Lord, gonna put you devils in chain, right? Let me get this say quick. There's Isaiah 20, right? There's Isaiah. I'll start from verse 20. Start from verse 19. Isaiah 24:19. He said the earth is utterly broken down. The earth is cleansed. The earth is clean, desolate. The earth is moved exceedingly. How the earth gonna move exceedingly? By those missiles. When those missiles is how the earth gonna move, right? And when I mean move, I mean rock like an earthquake, right? That's right. Verse 20 says, the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage. And he said, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, because what the missiles, those missiles gonna be hitting, boom, boom, right? Those missiles gonna be hitting, right? He said, and it shall fall and not rise again. Talking about this system, because the earth abides forever, right? Let me get a quick precept for that, right? The earth abides. Talking about this system, this rulership gonna fall and not gonna rise again. This is what they're speaking about it, not the earth, right? This is right. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 4. It said, one generation passes away, another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. So the earth abideth forever, right? So this is the earth. They're speaking about this rulership gonna fall and not gonna rise again, right? It said verse 21, Isaiah 24:21, and it shall come to pass in that day, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. So who's the host on high? Exactly with the Bank family, and the king of the earth is what? The puppet, the leaders, the president, the prime minister, right? So he's gonna punish them, right? The destruction and slavery, right? There's a punishment, death and slavery, right? He said, verse 22, and they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit. And this what happened to you, banking family, because you devils gonna survive. The Most High preserve you devils slavery. You devils gonna be the first crop of slavery for the Edomites, right? And the other Edomites around the world who we gonna run up, the Edomites that die can come back to your loins, and they can buy into slavery. We can slave you for 1,000 years, and after 1,000 we can eradicate you devils, right? You devils need to be eradicated. You devils are cancer in the earth. You devils destroy everything in the earth. They destroy the air, the water, the forest, everything. Even the trees gonna rejoice when you devil get taken down, right? He said, Isaiah 24:22. He said, and they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and be shut up in the prison. After many days shall they be visited. After many days shall they be visited, right? When it's time to work, right? Time to work those cotton fields. Yeah, and your first employment gonna be burying dead bodies. That's your first employment. Cause you gotta clean the place up, right? The place gotta clean up, right? There's your first employment, right? Burying dead bodies. And this is exactly what happened to you, you devils, right? So prepare yourself. Your future is slavery, right? So prepare yourself for that, because this is You know, they got judgment for you devil. You know, you devils destroy the earth, right? This is Revelation 11 and 18. He said, and the nation were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, right? He said, and thou, right? These are the nation, the dead gonna be judged, right? 2/3 of people walking in the council of the scripture say, he that one of the brave understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. So 2/3 of people are in the congregation of this dead, right? So they're gonna be judged, right? And these are the hidden nation. He said, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and to them that fear thy name. So you gotta know the name IUIC, you gotta know the name, fear the name. The name is not Most High Christ, the name is Yahweh, and his son name is Yahweh Shai, right? So right, and thou shalt give reward unto thy servants, the prophets. So the Most High prophets back here today, right? The Most High prophets back here today prophesying, right? He said, and he said, and to the saints is the Israelites, right? And to them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. So the Most High gonna destroy you devils, right? Because you devils destroy the earth, right? I'm gonna next precept day. You devils destroy the earth, right? This is Jeremiah, right? Jeremiah, right? This is Jeremiah chapter 51 verse 25. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain. Mountain represent government, right? Speaking to you Edomites, right? You are the destroying mountain, right? Jeremiah 51:25. He said, behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, said the Lord, which destroy all the earth. How? With your chemtrail, you spray the chemtrail in the air, you put fluoride in the water, you keep cutting down the tree, you keep digging, drilling for oil, right? You're polluting the place, all this plastic container, right? This is what you devils doing. Your GMO food, right? The land supposed to rest on the 7th year for Sabbath. You ain't giving the land no rest. You keep cultivating the land. You're supposed to give the land a rest on the 7th year, which is the Sabbath. The land's supposed to rest for a year, right? And move to the next part of the land and plant. But now you devils don't do that, right? Jeremiah 51:25 said, behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, said the Lord, which destroy all the earth. He said, and I will stretch out my hands upon thee, and roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a born mountain. Mountain represent government. The Most High gonna burn your kingdom. The Most High gonna destroy your kingdom. And this is the exact name to you devils. You're gonna be destroyed, right? You devils gonna be destroyed, right? The Most High eyes is upon the sinful kingdom to destroy it, right? So the Most High eyes is on it. Who? The angels is the Most High eyes, and the men, the Lord, and the men, the Lord, who pushing the word in sincerity. The truth that our pastors and elders at the great millstone, and the sincere brothers in the folk and the earth, right? Sincere brothers who pushing the word is the Most High word in sincerity, the truth, right? We eyes on you too, and we complain to the Most High daily, right? This is Amos, right? This is Amos chapter 9 verse 8. He said, behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, power, are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. Yeah, the Most High is going to destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, said the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So the house of Jacob, which is the elect, right, which is the house of David, not gonna be destroyed, right? They're gonna be delivered, right? They're gonna be delivered. This is Let's go find this precept, right? I'll find this next precept here. See, close off with this one here, right? So you devils gonna burn, right? Was gonna burn. It's no mercy on you devils, right? Right. Let's see. We'll find this precept, right? Anyway, I can find it. So, right. Alright, and I find it. So let's close off with this one in Isaiah. I ain't finding it. So close off with this one in Isaiah. This is Isaiah 13. Alright. This is Isaiah 13 and alright, this is Isaiah 13 and 17. He said, Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. So today the Medes is the Russians, because they dwell in that land today. So this is the Russian today, right? He said, their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. So the bows is what the ICBM missiles, right? They're not gonna show no pity. They don't care about how much money you have, how much gold you have. You can't bribe them, right? Like we is doing around the world, paying these proxy armies to go there and cause chaos, and then you coming out the big bad boy now, try to save the day, Captain save the day, right? So you so-called white people are the devil, right? Your destruction already set, it already set. Right, verse 19, and Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldeans, excellency shall be as when the power of Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. So it can be overthrown, just like Sodom and Gomorrah, it can burn. Right? Verse 20, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelling from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall a shepherd make fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and the houses shall be full of doubtful creatures, and owls, and owls shall dwell there, and steers shall dance there. Right? So these desert creatures is we're gonna dwell. Cause America gonna be a full desolate, They're gonna be diced. Nothing not gonna no man not gonna dwell there but desert creatures. Right? Verse 22. And the wild beasts of the island shall cry in their desolate houses, and the dragons in their pleasant palace. And our time is near to come, and our days shall not prolong. Your time is near, and your days shall not prolong. Our days shall not prolong. Right? So all these nations, bringing out what I have, showing that whether preparing, what kind of technology they have. This is the most armoury, the weapon of his indignation, right? And with that, Obis lesson was edifying. We want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Raka Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders who rule a great millstone, and a blessed sanitation to the Akiams in the folk and the earth, pushing the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom.